We used to go to parties in groups. There used to be like 40 of us, right? Jumping cabs. Yo, we used to put out, look, don't tell nobody, y'all. We used to take an extra bag, fill it up with like paper and shit, jump out the damn cab and run. And run. Fake money, Monopoly. You know what I'm saying? Monopoly. Jump out and run. But we was everywhere. Black door, red door, purple door. Every club there was, we was there. Hey everybody, my name is Coco. Well, some people may know me as Coco, the host of Just Give Me the Mic. I'm a CEO of that company. And I also co-host on Video Music Box. You know, I do 16 bars with Ralph McDaniels. Tape that every month. Once a month we have the hot ciphers going down. But what it is I grew up right here, Murda Hill, 5210. That's where I can't say born and raised, but I was raised here. Got here about 5 years old and met my little friends and did my thing here. Yo, the set was tight. The girls at Murda Hill was definitely doing our thing. We was representing. We had Eileen, Kelly Anderson. They used to do their little industry videos of Rob Bass and all them. We used to have Nice and Smooth come up here, chill out. We used to have Melly Mel, Grandmaster Flash, and all them dudes used to come. Matter of fact, Flash had a studio up in Riverdale. No, I got the name Coco actually from the Mighty Mike C of Fearless 4. I ended up going on Facebook, and you know, we had a little crew that we used to have, and he was like, everybody need a little pet name or whatever. So he actually came up with the name Coco. So ever since then, that was about 2 years ago, I ended up getting that name, and it kind of stuck. Everybody liked it, so I kind of ran. I don't know, Murda Hill is like no other projects, you know what I'm saying? It was all love back in the days. We used to have fun, be in the park, doing relay races, doing double dutch track, all that. We used to have it all popping up here. It wasn't no violence, it wasn't nothing crazy and wild until maybe a little later on, right? So you know, one highlight for me living here in Murda Hill was when they did the movie Crush Groove. I remember when we was over there at St. Stephen's Church, and Run DMC got out, Jam Master Jay got out, and they went in the church. I need to watch Crush Groove and catch that legendary scene right there where they went into the church. I even forgot what they ran in, what it led to, but I know they went into the church to perform. But check out Crush Groove. That was a highlight for me living in Murda Hill. But to give y'all a little background on me, it's about 3 years ago I started Blog Talk Radio. I started doing online radio, and I used to love it, being at home doing the interviews, you know, hitting up everybody. Hot interviews on there. You know, I had Kid Capri, I had MC Light on there, I had Bridges Over, MC Shan was on there, you know, just to name a few. It's some hot, and I had Albie's with the Ill and Out Scratches on there. So I started off doing Blog Talk Radio, and then from there I went to Ustream. You can still catch me on Ustream. My shows are still up. And I used to do Hip Hop Idol, all kinds of different industry news, industry talk. And then from there we grew, you know, the company grew, and then I ended up taking it to BronxNet and doing it like that. Big shout out to my girl Tasia, working out. We've been promoting and doing this thing forever. Big shout out to Keisha Springer, also from Murda Hill. She helps me out, she keeps my hair done and all that. And you know, she supports me and help me do my little ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? We've been girls since like the age of 10. So, you know, one thing I love most about Murda Hill is my friendships. Me and my girls from back in the days, we still friends. You know what I'm saying? From when we was little doing double dutch and all that, we still friends. We still got our clique, something going on, somebody having a party or a big event, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I come and represent all the time. That's long-lasting relationships. Another highlight was when Nice and Smooth came through. They used to mess with a girlfriend of mine in the building. That was real hot. A lot of stars. Mel Starr went to Kennedy. He went to Kennedy High School. Yo, it was just so much. The park jams, the elements that we had out here. Big shout out to Jeff Shep too, doing his thing. He used to do the basketball, the commentating. Al Monday, God Fisher. I remember like a little, you know, every so often we had our little beef with the Promenade. We had our little beef with Kingsbridge, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't nothing crazy, it wasn't nothing real hot and heavy. Kid Capri came through Kingsbridge, used to come down to Murda Hill and rock out. I remember the jams at the 50th Precinct and all that. We used to kill it, get down, Cisco'd up. Back in the days, don't tell nobody y'all, but we used to get crazy up in the 50th Precinct. Actually got into radio because I actually went to school, Lehman College for Mass Communications, and I ended up getting my degree, and I ended up doing an internship at BET 106 in Park when AJ and Free was there. So I met so many people in the industry. I was able to politic, network, and really learn behind the scenes how you do productions when it comes to television. I also did an internship at Channel 11 and Channel 13, where I got to learn the ins and outs about sales, the productions, how the stations make money, and everything. And then eventually, I got contacted by this lady in Las Vegas. She wanted me to do an online radio show with her. And I'm like, damn, you know, the lady kind of had like a little messed up rep or whatever. And I'm like, damn, I can't kick her ass from, you know, I can't really get to this chick if she do me dirty out there in Las Vegas. So you know what? I'm going to do my own joint. Who else? Yo, everybody, Reynard, Junior, West, everybody that I grew up with, Tibet, Kelly Anderson, all the girls from Marble Hill, Shuggy, all of them. Big shout out to all the ladies that was here. Y'all still doing good. Love y'all to death. So I ended up signing up for Blog Talk Radio, ended up doing my own little interviews. And it started out, I was supposed to just do that for just the unsigned artists that I knew in the area, and the industry, I mean. And then it turned out I ended up having the pioneers come to me, yo, I want you to tell my story. I want you to tell my story, yo, your interviews is hot. So I ended up going into like old school, you know, going to BB King's, repping with Crash Crew, Cold Crush, you know, Treacherous 3 and all them dudes. And then I'm like, damn, I'm really loving this. So then I ended up, people was telling me, oh, Coco, we can't see you, you know, that on the phone line, that thing ain't really what's up, you know, people need to see you. So I said, okay. I took it to Ustream. Then after Ustream, you know, did a little industry news, not like Wendy Williams type, but I did, you know, do my little gossip and all that stuff. Then I had the hot acts. Then I had the interviews live on Ustream, which you can still catch at justgivemethemic.com. And then I ended up, I'm like, yo, I want to take it to TV. So that was my next step. So that's why I'm at BronxNet, Channel 68 right now, midnight on Wednesdays. My craziest memory here, growing up in Marble Hill, was when the ball busters came through. I don't know if y'all know about the ball busters. Y'all might be too young for that. Yeah, it was some good memories here. Y'all don't know about that because Marble Hill, y'all think 225th, it ain't really part of nothing. We kind of off from the end. But look, a lot of good heads out of here. Infamous Amadeus, The Real Crisis doing his thing. A lot of good hot artists. We got Dobbs the Bully is here in Marble Hill, and that's how we do. It's a lot of industry dudes, a lot of rap artists, a lot of singers coming out of here, a lot of athletic people coming out of here. Never forget where I came from. Still trying to strive and make it a little bit more. Hopefully I get picked up by VH1, MTV, somebody real soon to do my thing. But like I said, this is Deborah, known as Coco in the industry. And yo, check me out. Check me out, YouTube, Blog Talk Radio, /Coco4869. And check me out on BronxNet Channel 68. I'm trying to do it real big, and I need the support of my Day One fam here at Marble Hill. But the Ball Busters was a Dominican Spanish crew from like, 207th Street that was terrorizing. They was coming through, laying people out. And I remember that day, somebody had beef with them. We was outside. I think everybody went upstairs or something. I don't know, it got like a little ghost town. But I'm gonna tell you this, when they came back again, Marble Hill was out here representing. They ain't let nobody come through here. It was, I forgot. I ain't trying to say Marble Hill is soft, because we far from that. We was definitely handling ours and doing our thing, but it was something about them ball busters, like 150 of them dudes running through here, and it was like, all right, we got to get it together and gather up. But like I said, Marble Hill, y'all, 225 Broadway, we was killing it, had fun, mad fun, me and my girls. We used to wear the little salt and pepper shit, earrings, mismatched sneakers. What was that? The Pro-Keds. We used to rock our alternate sneakers, the big earrings, all that. Nothing but love. We used to do our little tap singing. Yo, it was crazy. If you don't know about the Hill, you need to check out the Hill 225. That's where I'm from, 5210. Been here till I was about 19, 20 years old. But then I broke off, did my own little thing. Then I got older, I wanted to do a little TV, a little radio, and that's how I started Just Give Me the Mic. If y'all know about Just Give Me the Mic, make sure y'all check that out. I'm on YouTube. You could, you know, do a little search, check out all the hot interviews, Chia Lee, Drez, a couple of other people. I got the old school cats too. I got Kumo D, LA Sunshine, Tito, Mikey D. Yo, hot people. Kaz, I still want you. Don't think we gonna hide. But yeah, I've been getting some hot interviews, been doing that. Also, 16 Bars has been crazy. Cypher show with Ralph McDaniels I've been doing. Come out to Epiphany Lounge last Sunday of every month. We do that 5 p.m. That's on 138th and 7th. Hot Cyphers. You never know who's going to come through and rock out. And if you got some talent, make sure you hit me up at justgivemethemic1@gmail.com so we can get them interviews in. I also can be seen on BronxNet Channel 68 on Wednesdays at midnight. Check me out for some hot shows. But again, this is where I started from. Came from Marble Hill all day, every day, day one fam. That's what it is. But for those who's trying to enter this industry right here, stay focused, man, because it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to trust people too, because a lot of people come at you. They want to just get what they can get and go about their business. They want to come to you like they're your friend. They want to smile. They just when they need you. Once they get what they want to get from you, they kind of like move on, and you like, yo, what's up? So don't come in here with no fairy tale. Oh, this is my friend. This is what it is. Because I'm telling you, this entertainment industry ain't no joke. There's no loyalty. Nobody is going to give you nothing for nothing. Remember that. Nothing for nothing. It's not happening here. But you're going to just realize that eventually that free pass that you got, you're going to have to answer for that. Or you better be super cool, or you better be ready to up some. And I ain't up in nothing. This is straight industry, this is straight talk. If my skills can't carry me where I need to go, then I don't need to be there. And like I said, just check me out, yo. I'm trying real hard. Me and my girl Tasia, I'm trying to pull Keisha in, trying to get me a full team to make this thing pop off how it's supposed to pop off. But look out for us, because next year is going to be bigger and better, because I'm not stopping. I'm going to take this to the very end till all the wheels fall off. And again, this is Coco, y'all. Ladies, get in this. We need some more ladies repping for hard in this industry, because the dudes is taking over. We got to let them know we got skills too. But what I'm saying, if this is your passion, you know, this was always my passion. I used to be a little shy or whatever, and that's why I never did it when early on. But what I'm saying is now is the time. I'm in it. I'm not holding back. I'm not afraid to do anything where I need to be or say. I'm here, and I'm making my presence known. If you're a female and you're coming up and you're trying to do this, whether you're a rapper, singer, still stay focused. Don't let these dudes sidetrack you, because a lot of times dudes be trying to hit you up for business and they really trying to get some. You know what I'm saying? I get hit up a lot, and I have to make it known all the time. I got to stand firm and let dudes know, nah, this is business. I got my man, I got my boo. He ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. This is what it is. But I'm here because I love this industry, because I'm not a singer or a rapper, but I do have a voice, and I want y'all to hear what I got to say. And I want to also provide a platform for other artists that need channels. There's a lot of artists out here grinding hard that got good music, but they don't have no place to really go to be heard. So that's what Just Give Me the Mic is all about. That's the foundation. We also try to teach you about the industry, contracts, about the business, how to move forward in your career. So check out some of those interviews, because it's very educational. It's not for entertainment. You could actually learn something. We do have industry heads, A&Rs, that come through and give advice on how to sign, because the industry is changing. 360 deals, single deals, all these type of different deals is going on. It's changing all the time. So you got to keep up on that. You got to make sure you got a good lawyer to rep you and really read these contracts and represent you, so you don't get taken for a fool. Follow me on Twitter at Just Give Me the Mic. Follow me on Instagram at Just Give Me the Mic. And follow me on Facebook at Deborah Coco Slater. And I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who has been supporting the show so far. Everybody that comes out to our events, our network, that tunes into the show. Really, really appreciate it. You know, and if you need me to come out and do something for you, make sure you hit me up. I host. I'll come out and I bring, you know, got the equipment, got the DJ. We got it all set up. So just hit me up at the email and we'll come out and rep for you. That's what's up. Just give me the mic. A big, big shout out to the Real Crisis in Murda Hill Chronicles. Marble Hill has a big, big, rich history. Y'all need to learn what's up. There's a lot of projects repping out here in New York, but Murda Hill is very unique. Shout out again to Murda Hill Chronicles. This is what's up. Y'all better catch it. Y'all better recognize what's going down, because the movement is crazy. Coco. Bye, y'all.
Superstar. Don't be blinded by all the lights and dreams, the nightly scenes and shiny things, the jewels and all, fancy clothes, expensive shoes and cars. It will all look
gotta watch what you do. In this world, the obstacles you try to get through. Focus on the commas instead of one digit. You see a Benz, but you don't know what they did to get it.